Bala. Thanks for sitting down with me today. I appreciate your time. Bala, you've had a long history of working with polymers and seed treatments. We won't say how long, but it's a long time. Long time. Big topic right now, especially as we start to talk about biologicals. Can you give us a little bit, maybe I'll call it a history. You've been in it for decades now. A little bit of a history, where we're at right now.
I would say that it's checkered at best for a lot of reasons. One is that the early stages of the biological products were not based on a lot of scientific fact. They are accidental discoveries commercialized. And then also challenges with stability, ease of use, handling. And those are all challenges that the industry was not able to overcome for a lot of years. So that has been the history of biologicals, which is kind of changing very rapidly in the present day. And there are a couple of reasons for this. One is that the understanding of the the understanding of the microsphere and the interactions between microbes, plants, and the soil is kind of taken by leaps and bounds because of advances in genomics technology and other gene technologies that help us understand not only the microbes themselves but also the mechanisms and modes of action by which they occur. So this has really advanced the pace of discovery. So you will see, like, from companies like Agbiome as we go forward, is to bring biopesticides to the market that are not only highly efficacious, they are reproducible, and more importantly, the formulation capabilities are developed that you can handle them safely and use them effectively with reproducible results.
Right. So as we begin to understand or continue to further understand these components, it makes for some exciting products coming to the market. Can you talk a little bit about what you see coming?
Well, again, it goes back to my definition of the sciences advancing the pace of the discovery.
Right.
So that is what is bringing more well thought out products for control of various diseases, various pests, and also other companies working with nutritional enhancement and yield enhancement.
And so then what about Agbiome specifically? What do we see coming down the pipeline?
Yeah, Agbiome is a little different in the space in the sense that our focus is on a specific area of ag productivity, which is crop protection.
Right.
Because what we feel is that crop protection is an area that whether it's a disease or pest, the benefits are quantifiable. You either kill a bug or not.
Great.
So I think that that is our focus, and also we bring a new paradigm kind of discovery that we are such a high throughput screening process where we are the company that have screened over 30,000 genomes, full sequence of them. Wow. That gives us a huge database to dip into to find the right products to advance. So that gives a big market advantage on this. And we use that twofold. One is that developing novel biopesticides, but also we are on the trade side of things, where from our gene sequence we have been able to identify over 3,000 new insect control genes, which is well in advance of what is known today. There are 300 to 400 insect control genes are known, and we have already identified about 3,000 that we are advancing through our pipeline to get trade products in the market.
Your primary focus at Agbiome is on the ornamentals and turf side.
No, I wouldn't say that. We are interested in broad across the ag in terms of turf and ornamentals as well as specialty and agronomic crops. It just so happened that our first product launch is through turf and ornamental because of EPA approvals. Gotcha. We are likely to get the non-food approvals a few months prior to the food approval, and we have signed on with a very exciting partner in CPRO who will market our first product, Howler, with a brand name Zeo, and we feel that by allowing them to do that, we are able to focus to build our commercial capabilities on the specialty market and then eventually down to the seed treatment market on the major crops in 2 years.
Excellent. So we're down here hanging out with the corn and bean guys in Chicago right now, so that's coming.
Yeah, that is coming, and I have a very long association with ASTA. I've been coming here. This is my 22nd straight year coming here. So I have a lot of association from the seed industry or my previous stints in the career. So it is a chance for me to talk to these people and tell them what is coming forward, and share the exciting new results that we have, and get people engaged in looking at our products as
Excellent. So as a scientist, how do you handle ornamental and turf research differently than the corn and bean research?
Yeah, I think the research is not any different. Only the space to the market is somewhat different.
Gotcha.
On turf and ornamentals, we focused on the foliar application, and there are some challenges in turf and ornamentals in terms of length of control, residue, and also kind of resistance issues that are cropping up. So what we think our product provides is a longer length of control in terms of preventive control, but also we've seen some curative activity. So we are kind of have good results on these markets, and so we are advancing it very quickly, and we'll allow Seed Pro to focus on that, and while we focus on the other areas.
Excellent. So speaking of Seed Pro, can you talk a little bit about Agbiome's the business model? How do you handle research, product development, distribution? How do those pieces fit together for Agbiome?
Yeah, Agbiome is kind of a very unique company in the sense. Before I go to tell you about how we do things, just spend a minute to tell you what we are about.
Okay.
We are a very heavy science-based company started by scientific entrepreneurs who have done this thing many times over, building successful companies. So science is our background. We have excellent product development capabilities, and we are building a stellar commercial team to kind of take these products in the market. As far as the business model, our Genesis platform, as we call it, is our discovery engine, where we isolate microbes, screen them, taking through high throughput screening through pests and diseases, and then advancing them to the commercial side. So we have all the capabilities to do this at a very high throughput pace, and that is our strength in doing that. And because we are in both the trait and the biologicals front, we're able to kind of channel our products dependent attributes to either the trait side or the biological side. So it will be a purely heavy science-based product development where the focus is on efficacy and handling rather than being a biological. We are a biopesticide first and then happen to be a biological because we want to kind of not get wrapped up around in the baggage that biologicals have been having in the past.
Got it. Makes sense. Makes sense. So if we take a step back and look at a more global level, Agbiome this past year had some exciting news where the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation offered a grant for your work with sweet potatoes in Africa. Mm-hmm. And while I don't believe you were directly involved in that particular work, how does that sort of recognition and that sort of grant, A, have impact on the business at a large, and B, how does the business contribute to a project like that?
Yeah, wonderful question. I think we've been very fortunate to have Bill and Melinda Gates as a primary investor at Agbiome, and we have this grant for development of sweet potato weevil control for sub-Saharan Africa, where we can utilize all the tools we have assembled to develop these products for sub-Saharan Africa. On that point, just yesterday we announced that we have a second grant from Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation for a multi-year award to develop disease control microbials for sub-Saharan Africa based on sorghum anthracnose, black sigatoka for bananas, and aflatoxin control on maize. So we're very privileged to have these as partners, and it kind of not only helps us do some good to the world, but it also fuels our development engine.
Excellent. Congratulations on that. That's good.
That's what we feel very proud of it. Yeah.
Excellent. So we're just wrapping up 2016 now, and as we look into 2017, what would be, let's call it, 3 top priorities for 2017?
Yeah, we're excited to have a very strong 2016 in terms of our growth. We are kind of up to 75 people now.
Nice.
We look to add a significant number of people next year. Our focus is to get our first commercial product in the market as soon as we have registration in the next 2 months or so. Okay. We are building our channel capabilities and our market channels, and building the capabilities through our commercial teams, and building strength on our pipeline of products that we're advancing. We test about 20 products advanced through our pipeline and field validations, then we come back and we progress that. So we hope to have our next product lined up, hopefully by end of 2017, to move to the next step of the advancement. Right. And lastly, our trade program has progressed really well. We have developed developed whole scores of genes that are actually into plant transformations, and we have our first plant transformation that is going into the field this spring. So we have a lot to look forward in the next year, and as we bring to the market. And one thing I want to close with is the environment that we work in at Agbiome. We have a no hierarchy culture where experts make the decision and nothing is sacred. And that mechanism will kind of help us really aggressively bring products to the market just based on science, efficacy, and good product stewardship.
Excellent. Bala, always a pleasure. Thanks for stopping by for a chat.
Thank you, Shawn, once again for having me talk to you.
Great.